Hey guys and gals, now we're here from Drake Wing Gaming and setting me on Twitter the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Beyond the Harbor. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. Perhaps I've been worrying over nothing. Shit, they really toned this place up, huh? The cat paces ahead of us as we step into the arcade's luxurious entrance. No kidding. Wow. The bear's heavy footsteps quicken as she rushes ahead to catch up with the cat. I pull a hand out of my pocket to scratch my head as Dawn and I follow closely behind them. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Hey, Ollie, you have a card for this thing? I'm pulled from my train of thought as I hear the cat shout at me from across the lobby. I don't want to register for one of these since I'm never around. But you said you've been here before. Got one in your wallet? I don't carry one. Sam tilts his head. A card? A wallet. Everyone's eyes turn to me as if I just said some kind of lame joke. A what? V slits her eyes as her mouth curls into a confused frown. Ollie, you can't be serious. What? I don't need a wallet. I never buy anything. Why do you wear shorts with so many pockets if you never carry anything? I rummage around in my pockets and pull out their contents. Everyone stares in disgust as I pull out the contents. Nothing but old candy wrappers, straw paper, and lint. They spill out of my hands onto the floor as I attempt to contain them in my fingers. You need help, Ollie. I shove the remaining garbage back into my pockets, feeling a little slight twinge of embarrassment as I do. So, whatever, I'll just register for one. Shouldn't be too bad. Thankfully, the registration process is short. V still encourages me to find a trash can in the meantime, but I wasn't given an excuse to, so I don't. I'll do it later. Alright. So now that that's settled, any suggestions on what to start with? Take a guess. I'll give you 3 chances. The cat chimes in almost immediately, drawing our collective attention to him. Oh, let me guess. You want to humiliate yourself and by extension all of us as well. Sam sticks out his tongue and shakes his head, giggling like a gremlin as he does. Nope. Well, that's a given, but not what I was thinking of. V folds her arms. No, I know exactly what you want to do. You want to go crowd the air hockey tables, don't you? At the mere mention of the game, his childish giggles fade into nothing and are replaced with a toxic smile. Damn right. Think you could beat me this time, Anderson? The bear's lips curl tight into a deliciously defiant smile, nearly matching the poison of her rivals. I do. I've defeated more rivals than I can count at the arcade near the VSU. I've learned a lot since the last time you beat me, after all. The cat slits his eyes, placing his hands on his hips. That's good. Your showing last time was less than entertaining. The sparks between their eyes ignite to a powerful display of passion for the game. 1 second, y'all. Water time. Alright, we are back. Okay. Old rivals like them, the kind that stay that way for life. They could set aside their differences for the love of the game, and there's something beautiful about that. I think that... Jesus Christ, can we just go play the stupid fucking game already? My eyes shoot to the hyena, though I'm surprised to find that only mine do. Of course, let's settle this. The bear replies with a solemn nod. It would be my pleasure. The first thing I noticed about the tables was how new they were. They'd likely never seen a battle as intense as they were about to witness, poor things. The tables Sam and V set themselves up at in particular would be the most affected. The wars waged to this day were likely going to impact it for the years to come. The scars it received would tell future players grand tales of the clashing titans. I wonder if it could possibly be aware of its fate. Does it accept its role in the story with open arms? It doesn't have the choice. The two contenders face themselves on opposite sides of their battleground. Not a single word passes the lips of either, a singular focus solely dominating their minds. The cat, more focused than I think I'd ever seen him, takes his striker in his fingers with unmatched dexterity. He holds it just soft enough to keep his grip, but not so tight he'd lose any wrist mobility. V, on the other hand, wraps her fingers all the way around her striker, taking a defensive stance. On the way over, V handed her card over to the hyena. He was to be the initiator, starting the game so that neither player could score a pot shot while the other was vulnerable. Y'all ready to start this shit? The hyena's voice is incredibly nonchalant, but tinged with just the slightest worry. He's aware, same as I am, that the echoes of this battle will ring throughout this new arcade for its entire life. Like setting a torch to a pyre, Dawn swipes the card across the reader, causing the table to hum to life. I hear the puck clink down over on Sam's side, and as soon as I do, his smile curves yet further on his face. Well, looks like it's my serve. Are you ready? V's stoic nonsense more than any word ever could. She's prepared to face her destiny. Upon this confirmation, Sam places the puck down on the table. Very well then. Let us begin. Then with unparalleled speed and dexterity, he strikes the puck, sending it towards the bear. While his merciless serve would have easily psyched out lesser combatants like Dawn or myself, V's bulwark is enough to hold out. Never moving far from her goal, the bear returns the puck to Sam's side of the arena, only for him to return it with even more gusto. Once again, her defense is near impenetrable, as her eyes can still keep up with the opposition at this phase. She should know better. As the puck returns to the attacker's side once more, it is returned with a vastly accelerated speed. Sam's assault is nothing short of relentless, chipping away at the bear's barricade slowly but surely. Don, who'd been standing at my side since this thing began, just folds his arms. What was she expecting? He shakes his head. It's a battle of attrition. Even with her excellent defense game, she could never outlast his relentless offense. Damn, I hope this music isn't copyrighted. Oh, I sure hope this music isn't copyrighted. Air hockey just isn't the game for it. Sure enough, upon closer inspection, V's resolve had certainly been eroded as the volley continued. A drip of sweat runs down her brow, her hands shake a little, and her breathing is shallow and uneven. Meanwhile, a quick glance in the direction of the cat shows a completely different story. It looks like he could play this just as easily with his eyes closed. In fact, as soon as he sees me looking at him, his attention is drawn entirely to me. And most impressive of all, despite not even looking at the table, his striker still finds its mark every time. Hey, Ollie. He smiles and winks at me. This one's for you. As soon as that last word passes his lips, he returns the puck with a fierce backhand, banking it off one of V's walls. It clinks across the field with unmatched speed, causing the bear's attention to falter. Her hands move to catch it in time, but she just couldn't calculate the angle in time to prevent it from slinking its way into her goal. Damn it! The cat sticks his tongue out coyly while returning his attention to the game. Dawn's disapproval is evident by his quiet sigh. Ollie. I blink. Eh? Don't whine at me. This is something I need to know. His eyes slowly find me, and they meet with mine. What is Sam to you? His voice is low, the gravel of it scraping against the base of my heart. You know what I'm asking. Just yesterday, you were on the phone with me, nearly on the verge of tears. I was expecting the absolute worst out of you when I stepped off that bus, but every impression I got was... Well, you suddenly decided that you were over it after he showed up. He shakes his head. I wasn't sure if it was just the cat fucking with me, but you seem genuinely flustered when he teases you. I don't... Shut up and let me finish. He clears his throat, his point having been made clearly. What I'm trying to get at here is, there's no way this is healthy. Up until last night, you were still clinging to us, weren't you? I hang my head, breathing out a long whine. Yeah, that's what I thought. What happened after that call last night? The cat shows up, decides he wants something from you, and you just let him take it? You just let him take it? I dig my hands deeper into my pockets, causing my shoulders to slump. It's not like that. Bullshit. Lahaina inches a step closer to me, eliciting a violent flinch from my body. You haven't changed at all. You're too easy to lead on. You let garbage like us walk all over you, and you love it. My thoughts race faster than I could ever keep up with. I don't... You do. He shakes his head, hissing through his teeth. Listen, Lahaina's voice trails somewhat suddenly, and I see the cause pretty quickly. The bear looks up from her game to shoot a glare directly through him. Bah. He turns away from me, folding his arms. Don't worry about it. I close my eyes as a long sigh escapes my nose. I knew where that conversation was going. I didn't want to think about it. My eyes find Sam, who'd been maneuvering the puck through his fingers while V suspended the game. I'm on to better things now. That was pretty acceptable. Sam shrugs as he casually keeps pace with the bear. So long as you consider losing fun. The bear turns her snout heavensward, looking down at the cat. Please, if we had played anything else, I would have kicked your ass. Don't give me that one. Where were we going to eat again? Dawn's tone is more than enough to silence Sam mid-thought. Anyone other than V would have shut up, honestly. I hadn't decided yet. All I said was we should go get some food. Why? Do you have any ideas? The bear places a hand on her hip as she looks back at Dawn. Don't leave me hanging. Did you think of anything? Don't tell me you asked without even thinking about it. Dawn shakes his head, grumbling out a defensive no. Well, does anyone else have an idea? Ollie? My eyes widen and I raise a finger to point at myself. Me? I'm not going to get an answer out of you, am I? I shrug while doing my best impression of an honest smile, but she doesn't buy a second of it. V rolls her eyes, immense disappointment radiating out of her figure. Huh. Where did you think you'd get asking any of them? Bottoms are notoriously indecisive. I look over to Dawn to see his teeth grind while an enormous vein throbs in his neck. While I'm used to those sorts of comments, Dawn may be a bit more sensitive. We're in Bobtown. Why don't we get burgers? I could go for some fries. That's not an awful idea, honestly. I haven't had a tavern burger in a couple years. You're talking about Star Spangled, right? The cat flashes her a big goofy grin and prepares his fake Texan accent. All American. They make some damn good fries, them boys do. French fries? Hell nah. Back in home in Houston, we call them freedom fries. Dawn scowls. Ollie's right here, dumbass. Could you be any more insensitive? Oh, that's right. I forgot. Ollie is really southern, apparently. Or he's got the Texan accent. Okay, I can do that. I tilt my head, slit my eyes at the hyena. I'm not from Texas. My family's from Louisiana. Did you forget? The cat bursts out laughing. You're gonna complain about stereotypes when you don't even know? I just assume all Southerners are the same. Isn't that little racist hyena trash? Dawn's gaze remains hard, unflinching in its resolve. You wouldn't. And he folds his arms and shakes his head. Both of you, oh lord. Just drop it. There's no need to get into that here, okay? The hyena exhales loudly, lured through his nose. No, you're right. I'm sorry, Ollie. I shake my head. I don't mind, really. It hurts more than he had forgotten. Yeah, don't worry about it. The cat leans in towards Dawn, catching us off guard. And what about my apology? Fuck off, rawhide Kobayashi. God, I'm so fucking full. V shakes her head. I'd call your bluff, but I think that's the most I've ever seen you eat. The cat flips his hair back. Half of a burger is a lot for me, and the fries, ugh. Dawn scowls, jamming a hand in his pocket. Whatever, it was fine, for a $20 burger anyways. Well, it's nearly sundown. What do we have time left to do? Fuck if I know, but I'm not sticking around anyways. Going to see if the sun over has any vacancy. Wait, is that what you were doing at the restaurant? You spent like an hour buried in your phone. He gives her a slow nod. Yeah, trying to find somewhere reasonably priced that isn't in the ghetto. Shaw? Yeah. The hyena turns his nose up to face the soft light of the evening. Besides, I'm pretty tired. The bus fucking sucks. What, you're leaving already? I thought you were... Fuck that, I said I was tired, didn't I? Hey. Everyone turns back to me, eyes wide. I kept my mouth shut prior, but... I've been thinking about it for a little bit. I know what we should do. Sam's ears perk. Oh yeah? What would that be? Well, I'm gonna pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that notification bell. I am tired, y'all. I'm gonna head out. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!